Hi, Mike Brinley, auctioneer. Discussing today two terms that auctioneers don't regularly use, but in the legal perspective have meaning, significant meaning, in fact. Expressed warranties and implied warranties, and there's a key difference. So first, let's tell you what they are. I'm selling a car, and I say that car runs, it moves, it's in good shape, it's roadworthy, it's very nice, good, suitable condition. I've expressed those warranties. Implied warranties, on the other hand, would be that I don't really say much about the car. The car's sitting there. You come in, you look at it, and you would assume, would you not, that a car would start up, move, take you from A to B. It's kind of what cars do. Those would be implied warranties. If I didn't say anything about it, you would be right to base your purchase, to rely on both things. What I said the car did and anything that was implied. Merchantability, used for a specific purpose, are all implied. Now, if I'm selling a car and I say, guys, you're buying this car as is and where is. And that's all I say. I'm saying it's a car. I guess if you buy it and you find out it's not a car, I violated my express warranties. But if you buy that car and it doesn't run or doesn't move or doesn't get you from A to B, I didn't say it did. In fact, I disclaimed anything that was implied in that purchase. But I cannot, as an auctioneer, disclaim anything I expressed. And this is where auctioneers get this confused, terribly confused. I serve as an expert witness in auction litigation around the United States. I've had clients out of the country. A lot of those cases are in the millions of dollars, tens of millions of dollars. But for any case of any size, I'll see this. Auctioneer says this diamond ring, carat size, cut, clarity, 14 karat, this, that, and the other, express, 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 and then follow in the terms somewhere else. You're buying it as is, where is, no guarantees, no warranties. Well, I got news for you. You warrantied it over here. Then you're saying there's no warranty. One court even said that appears to us to be an irreconcilable difference in that on the one hand, you express about the item, and on the other hand, you say, but I can't be held to any of my expressions. Well, I got news for you auctioneers. You can be held to your expressions. What you express about the item is an expressed warranty. Not an implied warranty, an expressed warranty, because you used words, pictures, video, text. That's expressed. Now, if you didn't say anything about the ring, again, to differentiate between express and implied, if I'm selling a diamond ring, you know it's a diamond ring, and you say I'm selling this ring, and this is 14 karat gold, sold as is, and the buyer says, well, wait a minute, this isn't a diamond, this is a CZ. Well, I didn't say it was a CZ or a diamond. I said it's 14 karat, and I said it's a ring. Is it a ring? Yep. Is it 14 karat? Yep. Well, I fulfilled my duty because that's all I expressed. You might have assumed, you might have thought it was implied that it was a diamond ring, but I sold it how? As is, voiding any implied warranties, anything that might have been implied. So I see it repeatedly all around the United States, and I see it used in foreign countries. I'm going to express a bunch of stuff about this item, and then I'm going to try to sell it as is, and I say sold, and the buyer says, well, it's not what you said it was, and the auctioneer says, well, but you bought it as is. Well, yeah, but you said it was You said it had a 3.2 engine. It doesn't have a 3.2 engine. Well, you bought it as is. It's not my problem. It's your problem. You should have looked at it. I don't care if they looked at it. I expressed at a 3.2 engine. So it has to have a 3.2 engine. Relatedly, we talk about contracts, and this isn't per se a contract issue. The contracts have to have, there was argument how many ingredients, but basically the high view, the bird's eye view of a contract has to have 3 ingredients: competent parties, consideration, and a meeting of the minds. So a meeting of the minds. We're on the same page. I'm selling a car with a 3.2 engine. So what are you buying? Well, you are buying a car with a 3.2 engine. Doesn't have a 3.2 engine. Well, do we have a meeting of the minds? We don't have a meeting of the minds. I think someone could even argue there's no contract here. And this as-is stuff, well, yeah, but I said as it is. Doesn't make any difference because I said it had a 3.2 engine. I gave very similar testimony in a case, in a pretty high-profile case here in the United States, just about, a year and a half ago. I was on the witness stand. The attorney came up, our side, the friendly attorney, as we say, and took me through this thought process and the difference between what was expressed and what was implied, and the as-is, and the as-is would protect from any implied warranties, but not protect from any expressed warranties. And I could see a lot of paper shuffling and attorneys commiserating over here at the other table. And well, much to my surprise, although not really, our attorney, our team, got done interviewing me, probably an hour and a half. No more questions, Your Honor. Okay. Opposing counsel, you have any? I assume you're up now. And they said, we don't have any questions. Don't have any questions. What that generally means is we don't want to ask him any questions. And they didn't. What you tell me, you're selling me, how you express, how you describe, what you photograph, what you show, those are express warranties. You're held to those. As an auctioneer, as a seller, you're held to those. Can't disclaim those. What I might assume about the item, you're selling soap, and you say you're buying soap as is. Well, I might assume that soap does a pretty good job cleaning things. That soap doesn't do a very good job cleaning. The implied warranty of soap is that it cleans, but you sold it as is. You said it was soap. It is soap. It just doesn't clean very well. I hope you can discern the difference. The fewer cases I see, the fewer auctioneers who talk all about the item and then say as is and say, and so none of that matters, or you can't believe me. I invite you to find any other retail environment, any other purchasing experience by consumers in the United States and largely otherwise, where the vendor can lie about the item and hide behind as is. Yeah, that's a tough search. We should do better. We can do better. Mike Brantley, auctioneer. Pleasure to be with you today. Other videos on the same page, others forthcoming. Have a great day and stay safe.